system of communication using words, signs, and symbols to convey meaning, thoughts, and ideas. Indigenous language is an essential prospect to our Nigerian citizens. Before the colonialists came to Nigeria, the indigenous language was the basis of communication in the indigenous society, and there was absolutely no problem in the Nigerian society, as every indigenous society comfortably and interchangeably learned the language of the other society for the purpose of commerce, intermarriages, and other forms. Only those very few individuals who had experienced the Western education was able to speak the English language, and so I think that prioritizing indigenous language in the Nigerian educational curriculum is essential. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Okokuoko Campus, and I am here to support the notion which says indigenous language to be prioritized in Nigeria. First of all, what are indigenous language? Indigenous language can be defined as a language which is native to a region and spoken by its indigenous people. What does it mean to prioritize? To prioritize means to treat or designate something as being very important. In Nigeria, there are over 250 indigenous languages, which include the Hausa, the Igbo, the Yoruba, the Urhobo, with speakers of over 197.6 million. The majority speakers 139 million, and the minority speakers 58.6 million. The following are my points why indigenous language should be prioritized in Nigeria. Number one, identification. Indigenous language are used to identify one another, especially during the time of war. For example, during the First Civil War, since July 1967, when usually crossing boundaries, indigenous language were used to. People were asked to speak their indigenous language. If they were able to speak it, they were spared, but if not, they were killed. Number two, it promotes culture in the life of individuals. Culture can be defined as the total way of life of a group of people. Language can also be seen as a culture. Hence, prioritizing indigenous language is essential in the Nigerian educational curriculum so that culture does not fade away. Number three, indigenous language are used to communicate secretly to children in the midst of multitude. For example, if you go on travel to a place where you want to caution your child not to do a particular thing, indigenous language can be used to talk to him or her without the hearing of the other people. I hope that with these few points of mine, I'll be able to convince you and
This is your favorite DJ.
indigenous language should be prioritized in Nigeria.